recording. All right.
Welcome, DNA. We're back one more time. Uh, we're doing seasonal things now, so it's October. A lot of fall foliage outside, getting cold. You see the Scully, it's getting a little nippy outside. So we're back again. Came to give it to you one more time. Straight up, no chaser. You know how we do it. Um,
Well, first we're gonna mention, October is breast cancer awareness. It's actually breast cancer and prostate cancer awareness. So, everyone who hasn't been tested, I think you should be tested. I'm not forcing nobody. I'm just saying it's that month. I'm just mentioning it because it is that month. I wanted to mention Ben Stiller because he took a routine test and ended up finding he had prostate cancer, and it was just a routine test. So I don't want nobody to think, just take the test. If you haven't had a test in a long time, I think you should go and just be tested. And because a lot of people have found things that because they thought, well, I should wait till I'm 40 or wait till I'm 50, and then they end up waiting that long. And if they had come in a year or two earlier to be just tested, they would have found out they had something and it could have been caught quicker. So don't wait until you're 50. Don't wait until you're 40. Get it done every year, every other year, like the doctors suggest.
that's nice. And it's important. Your health is important. Myself, breast cancer awareness month, you know, um, for males, pancreatic cancer, prostate cancer, excuse me. It's important, that you take care of yourself. I'm not, I'm not gonna be a hypocrite because I don't do doctors at all. If there ain't nothing wrong, I'm not going. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Mhm.
You know,
And to each his own.
exactly. I'm not condemning, you know, practicing, you
Mm-hmm.
know, you going to the doctor to check yourself out, but I just don't want to seem like a hypocrite. And I'm saying, well, make sure you go and get your prostate checked, and make sure you go get your breast examined. And I don't do that. I don't want y'all to be like, well, you don't do it. That's not how I get down. You know, I'm I'm grown. I make my own decisions. As well as everybody else. You're responsible for yourselves. But the awareness, the awareness month is exactly that. It's just a matter of making people aware. Because ultimately we all on this ball together, as I always say. And the healthier you are, the more longevity you may tend to have. You know, so just if that's what you want to do, then that's what you want to do. You know, best wishes to you, and hopefully everything turns out right. But I just don't. I don't do that, and because I don't go to the doctor, I don't go to the doctor. Because the doctor is basically a people mechanic. You take your car to the mechanic, and if he say everything is fine, you're not bringing your car back. Well, I go to the doctor. They do a history and find out I don't go to the doctor. Give me a clean bill of health. Guess what? I'm not going back. Not saying that doctors are in the business to, you know, give us false information, though there was an article about a particular doctor who admitted that he was misdiagnosing people with cancer and was getting kickbacks from a pharmaceutical company. And I can't call the name of the doctor, and I'm not gonna pull the article, but this is something that was on social media, and you can check into it. You can Google it. It's real simple if you want to find out about it. So I just don't. I got trust issues. When it comes to healthcare and doctors. I don't. I believe that if I go to a doctor and they see that I don't go, they're gonna be like, "Oh, well, something is this and something is that," because I'm not taking anything, I'm not doing, well, you're not gonna come back. They're not getting no money.
So you're stopping people from going to get them.
No. I'm not saying y'all don't do it. I'm just giving you my reason. You understand? I don't do this. This is me individually, myself. And I don't want people to look at this and say, well, you suggesting people go get,
right.
go get examined for, breast cancer and prostate cancer because it's the month and it's about the awareness, and you don't do it. That makes you a hypocrite. That don't make me a hypocrite. I keep it 100. Period. Do I want something to happen to me? Of course not. But I'm not looking.
Right.
Again, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. How many people take a brand new car to the mechanic that just came off the showroom floor and just got inspected? I'm not brand new, but I ain't got much rust on me. Anywho.
Oh, that's it for that.
Yeah. But just, y'all take care of yourselves. You make sure, you're going to get yourselves checked out. I'll worry about me, y'all worry about y'all. That's how we're going to do that. Okay.
All right. Ooh, our next subject was, I said, why is it so hard for men in this country to embrace one another without feeling like it's a gay thing? And my example was this article that I read about this coach that before his football players went out, he would embrace them and give them a kiss on the cheek and tell them he appreciated them. And then they'd go out, one by one. He'd tell each one, I appreciate you, and give them a kiss on the cheek and a big old hug, and he'd let them go, My sons, like my oldest son doesn't live here, and when we go visit, and he got both his brothers there, or just one of his brothers there, whatever, he always tell them, you ain't going nowhere without giving me a hug and kiss, which is how my father is, you give me you get over here and give me a hug and kiss before you go. That's how it's supposed to be. Now, you get a lingering kiss, or you get a lingering hug, I can understand, but just
a hug with a gaze. Then that's a little something to worry about.
But I feel like just that, you don't know what you make a person. Okay, say those players, just for example. You don't know how they feel once they get that, I appreciate you, that big hug. Because they may not have a father at home or whatever, and he's there for them. I don't want people to take that and say, well, that's homophobic. That's, man, why would he want to hug them like that? Why would he, Yeah. Everything can't be macho. I mean, how you get your wife? You just snatch her up by the hair and
caveman
everything can't be macho.
Yeah.
So, what do you think?
I personally, I'm the youngest of 3 boys, and when I see my brothers, I embrace them, I kiss them on the cheek. Those is my brothers. That's my blood. I kiss my son on the head.
Mm-hmm.
But athletes shower together. They smack each other on the backside. If it's not any homophobia involved in that, then it shouldn't be any homophobia involved in, when I see, friends, acquaintances of mine, I give them some dap, I embrace them,
Right.
That's just how I get down. It's not about me being into men, or it doesn't make me feel like, I got any homosexual tendencies. I don't put that energy out. Mm-hmm. I'm not concerned about stuff like that. It's a lot of times we have preconceived notions or perceptions that society puts out. Mm-hmm. Don't do that. That's gay. You hear a lot of people say stuff like, that's gay. That's gay. That's my girl's brother. We talk to each other. And I'm like, hey, homo, what's up? He's like, hey, we'll text each other, say stuff like that.
It's a friendship.
It's not about anything dealing with homosexuality. I make a lot of gay references about him. I really do. He do the same thing with me. You know, and it has nothing to do with, you know, either one of us being on a down low or we gay bashing or anything like that. You know, when I was coming up, you know, one of my best friends, it was always, hey, homo, you know, I mean, I'm serious. It's just the way we talk to each other.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not about, you know, anything having to do with, you know, you secretly being on a down low or you being you know, bashing anybody that's, you know, in the same sex or anything like that. I got, you know, my godfather was gay. You know, I got a cousin, you know, that was gay.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I got members of my family, you know, that bilateral, bisexual, whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know the correct terminology for that now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, my family is my family.
Right.
You know, and you know those that I consider close to me. You know, I don't have a problem with expressing, you know, how I feel. I don't have a problem with, you know, giving them, you know, a handshake or an embrace and, you know, how you doing, blah blah blah. You know, because as men, we in the world and we're supposed to walk around and, you know, when we little boys, we taught, you know, to play with rocks and eat dirt and, you know, that makes you tough. You know, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Every night, you know, when I'm home,
Mm-hmm.
you know, because my kids go to bed, you know, before I get home. I work second shift.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so on the weekends, you know, we home together and, you know, we hold hands and we say prayers together, you know, as a family. This is something we do every night.
Mm-hmm.
You know, before we go to sleep, me and my girl, we say prayers, hold hands and say, you know, this is something that we do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's, you know, when my kids go out, you know, in public and they leave and they go in here and they go in there, they'll walk away and they'll turn around and come back and I kiss them both on the forehead, you know, or on the top of the head, you know, my son and my daughter.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I do this in front of their friends. Everybody knows it's the routine.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not about making them feel any less. You know, it's about, you know, I love you and I want you to know that. Go ahead, I'll see you later. You know, even if it's they going down to their grandparents' house. Love you, I'll see you later.
Mm-hmm.
You know, as men, we tend not to show affection as much. And it's not about, you know, I got to show you affection because I'm trying to get at you. You know, it's not like that. You're not trying to get at your son, your cousin, your brother, your, you know, your
Right.
daughter, your mother, your aunt, you know.
Right.
And it's not only about women. You know, it's okay, you know, to sit your son on your lap when he's little. You know what I'm saying? But it's kind of odd, you know. My son is 14 now. He's too big to be sitting on my damn lap. That don't happen. You know, if we can get past these stereotypes that we create, you know, in society,
Mm-hmm.
you know, what's wrong with me showing affection to my son, to my brother? You know, why does it have to be about being interested in them on a certain level of intimacy?
Mm-hmm.
That's not what it's about. You know, I mean, if that's what you into, fine. You know, I mean, I've hugged my godfather, you know, who was openly gay. You know what I'm saying? My cousin who was openly gay, you know, and both these were males. You know, hug them, kiss them on the cheek. Hey, please, I'm not. What you do there, you know, like, I mean, I like women, you know, so I never hugged my mother and was attracted to her. That's my mother. I don't hug my daughters and be attracted to them. That's my babies. You know, it's the difference. It's levels.
So it shouldn't be a problem.
You know, so it shouldn't be a
with the
problem
coach.
to be able. I mean, it's your coach. As an athlete, you go through a lot of stuff with your coach. She's pushing you, you know, pushing the boundaries to try to get the best out of you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, certain coaches are different from others where they care more about you as the person.
Mm-hmm.
You know, than just you as the athlete. You understand? A coach, more often than not, is a mentor, whether they want to be or not. You know, how can you be a coach and not be a mentor? That's
Right.
that's an oxymoron. It can't happen.
Right.
You know, so it's important that, you know, we let each other know. You know, it's okay to tell, you know, I don't have no problem with telling my brother I love you.
Right.
You know, I ain't got no problem with that. You know, and it shouldn't be a problem to be able to tell another male that you love them and there not be any underlining or gay
Right.
issue about it.
Right.
You know, if you love that, you know, I mean, I got my best friend, you know, who I haven't seen face to face in maybe 20 years, you know, love him like a brother, you know, don't have no problem. You know, we just need to get over that stigma of trying to create reasons to not do things. You understand? Life is short.
Yep. I was just
Okay?
saying that.
And if you don't let people know how you feel, how they gonna know how you feel?
Right. We'll wait till they did go to the funeral.
Yeah. Oh man, I love you, man. You know that,
Well,
that was
that's
my
too
boy.
late.
You know. Okay, well then, yeah. How he know?
And inside you saying I should have said it when he was alive.
Exactly.
Well, say it now. Those people are
You know,
alive. Say it now.
You don't let that day pass.
Right.
When you lose that moment, you lost that moment.
Yep. Can I get that back?
You know, it's a moment in time. You know, and you lose it. You know, and that may be the difference to help carry somebody through something.
Yeah.
You know, you never know. You know, so we shouldn't have that stigma about, you know, oh man, it ain't manly for me to be. Please, you know, like I said, you know, my girl brother, I call him homo all the time, but I love him like he my brother.
Right.
You know, and he know that. You know, and when I see him, I'm gonna be like, yo, what's up, homo? You know what I'm saying? And it's not, and it's not to be, you know, gay bashing or nothing like that. It's not even about that.
Right.
You know, because I mean, I work with people that are, you know, that are in same-sex relationships. It makes no difference. What you do is what you do. Your preference is your preference.
Right.
I'm not here to judge you for what you do. You're not here to judge me for what I do. You know.
Not supposed to anyway.
I mean, you can. It ain't none of your damn business what I do. I'm grown.
Right.
You know, it's none of my business what you do. You grown. You know, but we not here to condemn each other. We supposed to be here to try to help each other.
Supposed to.
You know, because spoiler alert, we all on this ball together. See, it's becoming repetitive, right? Yeah, because we still ain't left yet. All right.
Well, I think
that's my take on the situation.
I think that's it.
Yeah. You know, remember, just you know, for those of you that go to the doctor, you know, go ahead and get yourselves checked out. Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I salute all the breast cancer survivors, all the cancer survivors. Period. You know, anybody who's ever survived any ailment, in actuality, I salute them. But we just recognize this as Breast Cancer Awareness Month, which is important because, you know, we're dealing with something that's very vital to the upbringing of all of us. You know, we need these ladies for us to stay on this ball that's spinning. You know, and before they were Similac, it's, you know, and Infamil and the rest of them, it's always been mother's milk.
Yep.
You know, and it's actually healthier for us. You know, so make sure we get, you know, keep each other straight. All right? I already told you. Y'all know what it is. Take care of each other. Till next time, DNA, we signing out.